cut it out. The things that.
Oh, let's do it after these walkers.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, in Lantau, Hong Kong, for the Lantau 70. We are at checkpoint 1, kilometer 13, and Luis is still with us. Luis, where are we exactly now?
We are at checkpoint 1. We are just. They began with quite a big climb, sunset, and then they came down. I'm guessing in this weather it's quite slippery, so it's going to be a bit slower than we expected, if they're being careful. And from here, there's the second section. It's quite technical. Again, it's going to be slippery. It's going to be a lot of rocky. I personally love this section coming up, but definitely it's gonna test the guys with and the girls with the shoes. It's a lot of fun. But again, the weather, while it's been nice, fresh, it's quite humid. So that would change the rules quite a bit.
Reports are that John Reonifa is leading. He's a Trailmaster champion. We're not sure who is behind him and what the gap is between them. So after this first section, what is next? What is coming up after this?
This is quite a small climb and then a big descent. Like I mentioned, it's quite technical. If you're good in technical terrains, it's going to make a big difference. But also, like I mentioned, it's going to be slippery, so these guys better be careful. They're sharing the course with a relay, which is, in theory they will be faster. But knowing Stingray and the top guys, they're going to be running together, which is crazy. But yeah, we're expecting to see Stingray anytime now.
Exactly, anytime. And as we were just discussing before we went live, he's also again on road shoes.
Yeah.
What is your view on that here in Hong Kong?
I don't know. We were just discussing that. It's incredible. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, especially in a slippery terrain like this one, and he makes it look so easy. And then I don't know, this is something that we don't know. I don't know how he does it.
We're still waiting. John Reonifa will appear there, or somebody else. Who knows? Something could have happened as well. Of course, we were actually already expecting him to be here. So let's see. John Reonifa, Milton Amat, Alessandro Sherpa, the top favorites. We also have David Longo. And many others, plus relay guys who might be in the mix here as well at this point. We also saw Lodewijk Vrins, the Dutchman who was the winner of the 50-mile race at Nine Dragons, but then suffered on the second day and still lost out to Christian Jurgensen. Lodewijk is up ahead. He's not running today because he actually said he's still injured from the Nine Dragons event. But we heard that Lodewijk might actually come to Sabah in Malaysia, so to race against Milton, Wilson, David Simpat and all the others at Kadamayan Ultra. That's the Asia Trailmaster Points race at the end of July. Is that something for you as well, Luis, you think?
That race?
Yeah, Kadamayan.
I got an injury myself, so probably I have to skip that one. But the fact that Ludovic is considering, it will make it very, very competitive. Yeah. I hope he recovers fast and he can be there.
He's been one of the, maybe not new stars, but at least one of the new stars on the ATM scene after his performance in Nine Dragons. Yeah. And we also heard that he actually improved a lot over the past 2 years.
He's a consistent runner. Yeah. He's been living in Hong Kong, I believe, for 5-6 years. And he was always someone that you would expect to be in the top 10, but then like you mentioned in the last couple of years, precisely on the last year, he improved quite a lot, and he went from again being top 10 to getting podiums and winning races, and he's an incredible athlete. Very, very proud to have a semi-local guy doing so well. So and if he follows the ATM races, there's no doubt he's going to be at the finals and performing very at top level.
Yeah. Over to the women's race, Katrina Hamlin. She is a local here from Lantau. How well do you know her?
I don't know her well, but again, very consistent, very strong runner. It's a lovely lady, very humble. But as a local, she knows she has this is the background. So she's very strong and one of those people that makes it look so easy. You look at her and you're like, always smiling, such a lovely person, and but she's a tough lady. So
No news yet.
Won it last year.
And yeah, of
Katrina
course, yeah,
won
yeah.
last year,
As we
exactly.
mentioned earlier,
Yes,
she
yeah.
won it last year, so definitely.
Yeah.
I have to say, she's got more competition this year.
Yeah.
Also, we got Angie, who also
Yeah.
did the 9 Dragons a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago. She's also improving massively. Again, another runner that is very consistent. But yeah, again, in the last couple of years or year, she has improved a lot. Very strong. It's
Yeah.
beautiful to see all these fields, opening up so much.
Exactly. Also, Katrina Hamlin, so the winner of last year, up against Rashila Tamang, the Asia Trailmaster champion, who flew over from Kathmandu for this race after she had a DNF in another major race in January here in Hong Kong, and apparently she was very disappointed about that. So she made her way back to Hong Kong to get a bit of, maybe rehabilitation in some way.
Yeah.
So. And in the meantime, we're still waiting for the first runner to appear. So maybe they're a little bit behind schedule now. So-
we are surprised, but maybe it's a good thing that they're taking it a bit slower. We'll see.
Exactly. In the meantime, some news from the Philippines. Christian Jurgensen is in the lead of the 75-kilometer race at Sierra Madre. He is about 1 hour ahead of Jensen Passaforte from Davao, who was second in the Danao Ultra Trail 100 in January, the candidate race over there on Cebu Island. And Joe-Marc Ferrer and Henry Joe Cotillon. Yeah, Cotillon is number 3 and 4 together. The women's race, we have 3 leaders: Mary Joyce Sumanda, Cecile Weil, and last year's winner Anne Gillian Pulanco. So that's the situation at kilometer 47 in the case of Christian Jurgensen at the Sierra Madre Trail Ultra in the Rizal Mountains near Manila in the Philippines. That's already the 4th Filipino points race of the season. Their season is actually coming to an end. I'm talking about the local season, because soon the rainy season will start, the typhoon season. And then there are relatively few or even no races for a while. But in Hong Kong, we are also still in the season. We are now in March. I think, Luis, you can also... I think the Hong Kong season usually lasts until April, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The weather has been nicer. It's extending a bit longer. Normally, this race it's very hot, which is part of the challenge. Now, as you mentioned, it's not too bad. It's wet and it's slippery, but then temperature-wise, it's quite nice. It's quite runnable, and it's a bit of wind as well, which is very welcome.
Is there kind of a general feeling about the trail season in Hong Kong this year? Like, we know that overall the numbers of registrations are a bit down compared to especially the pre-COVID times. So that's a trend. How do you see that? What's the
it's surprising now that we don't have limitations after COVID, and you would expect it to be as popular or more than before. You would expect people to be more eager to be out there. But yeah, you're right. It's registrations are still open on the race days, which is before it was unheard of. There were some races that you have to be ready for registration the day, and if you were 2 minutes late, you were already gone. Now it's not the case anymore. So yeah, it's sad to see that. I'm not sure why. There are more races coming up, but then we lost a few races pre-COVID. So it's funny times for the race community in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Okay, so for the Asia Trailmaster fans in Hong Kong, so 9 Dragons, Lantau 70 and Dark 45. That's the 3rd race in Hong Kong that is usually taking place in the first weekend of October. No confirmation yet for this year, but normally speaking should be okay. That's Dark 45. And we heard some people yelling, so maybe John Ray Onifa is on his way now. Once again, slower than expected at the moment. So we don't exactly know what is going on, but first runner is coming. We hear Jeremy Ritzi, that was the race director who also just ran past here. You could see that in the view.
You're doing well. Keep it up.
He's also well-known Hong Kong runners, but they're not in the race. Yeah. But we just heard that John Ray Onifa should be coming. And I think I see him coming as well. There he is. It's not John Ray. It is not Stingray.
It's one of the relay guys.
It's a relay runners. It's one of the relay runners, exactly. So there's a relay runners. I think teams of 3 or 4 people. They're heading towards the checkpoint here. Kilometer 13. Luis, can you identify the runner for us?
He's Lloyd.
I think it's
Lloyd.
He's part of the one of the relay teams. As you can see, the leading the race. It's very strong, and the fact that he beat Stingray to the first checkpoint, that I don't know whether he's had a very good run or whether there's something wrong with Stingray.
Yeah.
But I think they're all coming up soon.
It might explain why we have been waiting for a longer time than expected here for Stingray. So let's hope that nothing happened, that there is no injury or something.
Guys to go faster. Like they will push.
Yeah.
Push the first like 13 Ks or so.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think Lloyd was with the running relay team last year.
Yep.
So he's always strong.
Yeah. Okay, that's Cash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also helping us this weekend here on the Lantau 70. Thank you very much for that.
Good to see you. Yeah.
And we go back down a bit so we have a bit of a better view on who's coming ahead. Yeah, it's one thing to be a top favorite, another thing to actually win the race.
Oh yeah, it's still up.
It's sports, it's competition, and there is Stingray coming. Stingray is coming now. So he is still in the lead after all. Of the 70k solo race, and he's okay. He says he's all right. No issues there.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, solo.
Keep it going, buddy. Keep it going. You're just behind first. He's in the relay, though, eh? You're first in your race.
That was John Ray Onifa leading the race here at kilometer 13.
Yeah, no problem. I got
Checkpoint 1. We'll be continuing this live stream for a bit, see if anybody is close enough. It's checkpoint 1 after all. It's going to be more difficult to stay live further on in the race. We see another runner coming now. There's more runners coming. It's hard to see if it's somebody in the relay or... He's also in the relay. His teammate is right there. So they're also, these two runners are also part of the relay team.
Wow, this is a tight race already. Is it too slippery?
People are just like, no. That's what Adam says.
We were wondering why we were expecting you guys to be faster, but is it too slippery?
I know.
Or what's the condition?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just not fit enough.
No, but everyone. No, not you. Everyone. Yeah, even Stingray. He's left.
This is very humid.
Yeah.
So humid. So you know what it's like.
You must be in a cloud at the top.
Yeah, the whole time. You don't know where the top is. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Nice.
Yeah. The amount of times you think
You're running this leg?
No, I'm running last leg.
Could I give you that?
And here we have the second runner in the 70k solo race. It's Alessandro Sharpa, so also as expected so far.
That's my boy!
And relatively close to Stingray. I think it's only been 3-4 minutes. So that's a good start again for Alessandro, who 2 weeks ago was also fastest in the first half of BOTM. Alessandro about 3 minutes to Stingray.
I'm not changing Stingray. I'm saving the legs.
Right.
I will miss the uphill later.
You want it full or you want to drink it now?
Drink now.
So Alessandro Sherpa is still saving his energy, he says, for later. He has, of course, experience in this race. He was second last year behind Jeff Campbell. Alessandro is in great shape in the beginning of this season. Actually, he started already at the end of last season with a great second place behind Onifa also in the championship final.
Thank you. Looking good, buddy. Looking good.
I'm coming with you, dude.
Jeremy Ritchie following him. Jeremy also a very good trail runner himself, already for many years. But yeah, Sherpa is really going well in the past couple of months. And here we have Milton Amat. So in case there was any doubt, Milton is here. We did not see him at the start. Milton Amat is close to Sherpa. Closer to Sherpa than 2 weeks ago in BOTM at this point of the race. So Milton is also on it. And this race is far from over, but we have the top 3 as expected. 1 Onifa, 2 Sherpa, 3 Amat. And normally Wilson Singing should be coming next. Except if one of the Hong Kong... And with the ATM finals most likely going to take place in Sabah, in his home, Milton Amat will be a runner to reckon with if anyone wants to become ATM champion this year. So that's the top 3. We can maybe wait a few more minutes before we also need to move to the next checkpoint. We'll be recording video as well of this place, of this checkpoint, so you will not miss anything also of the women's race. But so far everything as kind of predicted in the men's race, with the 3 top favorites separated by, what was it, 5-6 minutes. Jeremy, the top 3 favorites are 1 to 3 at the moment.
I think we've just seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. They're all moving so well. I ran for 3 minutes with Alessandro and could barely keep up.
Yeah. And we were just saying how good a trail runner you are yourself. So.
Yeah. A little broken, but...
All right. All going well, otherwise?
All going well.
Yeah.
Things are going smoothly, yeah.
Okay, great.
Need to watch out for the markings, but
as usual.
I think that's it, yeah.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, all right, let's, we are now 18 minutes, almost 20 minutes into this broadcast. We'll wait another minute to see if anybody else is coming here to the checkpoint. Otherwise, we will be updating you with video and text. Luis is squatting there, but clearly no runner inside yet, which is no surprise. As I said, Wilson Singing, he was only about 8-9 minutes behind Milton Amat in BOTM 2 weeks ago, but not in the first half of the race. Wilson is a diesel. So Luis, we have the expected top 3 at the moment.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The order, it was not what we expected, which is interesting. But yeah, it seems that the humidity is playing tough today.
Yeah. So Sherpa was saying that he's saving his legs at the moment. So
that's good. That's good.
Perhaps surprising though that the gap is so small between the 3. Yeah. Even Stingray, even though as you mentioned, this is a very tricky section here, the first 13k, and still the gap is only what 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes to Sherpa and then Amat right behind.
Whether Sherpa is pushing too much, whether Stingray is being more conservative, we find out soon, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we're now 20 minutes into this live. Not clear if anybody else is coming soon, so we might just end it here for now. and we will be recording a video of the next runners arriving here, including the first women in the race. We'll be back live